श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शंकरं लोकशंकरं शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Yeah, Mahesh. We chant from number 14. नमां कर्माणि लिम्पन्ति
नमां कर्माणि लिम्पन्ति
न मे कर्मफले स्पृहा
न मे कर्मफले स्पृहा
इति मां योऽभिजानाति
इति मां योऽभिजानाति
कर्मभिर्न स बध्यते
कर्मभिर्न स बध्यते
एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म
एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म
पूर्वैरपि
मुमुक्षुभिः
कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं
कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं
पूर्वैः पूर्वतरं कृतं किं कर्म किमकर्मेति
किं कर्म किमकर्मेति
कवयोऽप्यत्र मोहिताः तत्ते कर्म प्रवक्ष्यामि यज्ञात्वा मोक्ष्यसे शुभात् कर्मणो ह्यपि बोद्धव्यं च विकर्मणः अकर्मणश्च बोद्धव्यम् गहना कर्मणो गतिः Karmanya karma yaf pashyet.
Karmanya karmaya pashyet.
Akarmani cha karmayaha.
Karmani cha karmayaha.
Sabuddhiman manushyeshu.
Sabuddhiman manushyeshu.
Sayuktah kritsna karma krite.
Sayuktah krishna karma krite.
Yasya sarve samarambhaha.
Yasya sarve samarambhaha.
Kama sankalpa varjitaha.
Kama sankalpa varjitaha.
Jnanagnidagdha karmanam.
Nanagnidagdha karmanam.
Tamahuh panditam buddhaha.
Tamahu panditam buddhaha.
So we completed the discussion on the 18th shloka, Karmanya karmayah pashyet, Akarmani cha karmayaha. So there we have come to understand that Karmani akarmayah pashyet, the one who sees actionlessness in action, means one who recognizes Atma as Akarta, non-doer. That is the meaning of that. Nothing else, nothing more than that. The important, significant, and no question of seeing absence of physical activity. No, there is physical activity very much, and we don't say, look at physical activity and say there is no physical activity. No, that is not what is meant here. So that we understood. And then akarmani cha karmayaha. So means when somebody says I'm not doing anything, really speaking, the person is doing something or the other. And it is impossible to be without doing anything. So both have been said here in a very profound statement. And sa buddhiman manushyeshu sa yukta kritsna karma krit. Then so the word kritsna karma krit was once again that vision was introduced here, often said. In another word also they use krita krityaha, kritsna karma krit, one who has done everything that needs to be done. So you will see this periodically, either in the Shankara Bhashyam or in the Bhagavad Gita itself. Then we started shloka number 19. Yasya sarve samarambhaha kama sankalpa varjitaha jnanagni dagdha karmanam tamahu panditam buddhaha. So continuing that discussion of a wise person and the relationship of action to that wise person. So more Krishna was saying, and we were discussing this idea of Jnanagni Dagdha Karma. A wise person, it is a name for a wise person. Jnanagni Dagdha Karma. So one who sees Karmani Karma Yaf Pashyet, that person is wise. Karmani Akarma Yaf Pashyet. And so what happened to that person? How come that person is like that? Very unique, it seems. And only in this tradition you can find this kind of an argument. And Atma is Akarta. Every other religion, Atma is a Karta, and Karta travels and then rests in heaven forever. This is the idea. This is the simplistic idea we have everywhere else. And here, wise person, Jnana Agni Dagdha Karma, that person who sees actionlessness in action, Karmani Akarma Yaf Pashet, Saha Jnana Agni Dagdha Karma. For that person, all karmas have been burnt by the fire of knowledge. Okay, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Tai Manavar says, you say so much karma is there. There is no way of saying, no, I'm going to do all good stuff from today onwards and then I'm going to exhaust all my karma. It's not possible. You do good stuff, you'll end up in heaven. some heaven you will end up in a good life, in other words. And so that will be great life until that karma gets exhausted, and then papa karma is waiting. And so it's impossible to exhaust punya karma and papa karma, because we've seen that infinite births, therefore there's no way of exhausting it by quantifying, by quantity wise reducing the quantity. It won't work like that. And so Thai Manavar says, so much karma is there, crores and crores of births are there, and you can have 1 crore crores. 1 crore crores. Crore is CRORE. That is 10 million. That's a unit of number unit in our country. And then CROW. There are a crore crores, and then one stone is all it takes. One stone, one pebble is enough. In fact, you don't even need a pebble. You just have to just show your hand like this, and the entire, there is a word for this group of crows. I forget what it is. Some babble or this or that. In English, they have all these words, and I'm forgetting that. So this entire group of crows will just vanish from there. And like that, knowledge, that knowledge of Atma, nothing big. I am Akarta. That's it. Over. And that one statement. Knowing that all these crores of janmas that are waiting in my account, Anjali says group of crows is a murder. Correct. Murder of crows. I don't know. I don't want to use that word, murder of crows. But still, it is English. We'll stick with that. So, murder of crows. So, like that, knowledge clears all karma. And what about prarabdha karma? Prarabdha karma is the ongoing life, and we've seen, knowledge cannot simply, end the life just like that. Thankfully, it doesn't happen like that, and so prarabdha karma continues. Suppose I ask the question: how many karmas does Atma have? How many types of karma? Okay, what will you say? If you say there are 3 types of karma, sanchita karma, agami karma, and prarabdha karma, I'll be forced to say you are wrong, because Atma does not have any karma. The Jiva has this karma. The Ajnani has the karma. Atma cannot have karma. If Atma has karma, we are finished. There is no need for all this text. This text would not have come into picture at all. And so, uh, that Jnana Agni Dagdha karma never returns for this wise person. Clear knowledge clears all karma from the person's account. Clear knowledge clears all accounts, all karma rather, from the person's account. And so this also we saw last time. And so this idea is so important, that knowledge versus karma, action. Knowledge versus action. A very important topic in Vedanta, and not that difficult at all. And everything becomes clear once we begin to understand what is karma, what is action, what is the result of action, what it can do for me, and then what is knowledge, why is knowledge important. All that is what we are studying here. And so Atma does not have any prarabdha karma. So wise person, prarabdha karma is there. When we say from the point of view of the body, shariram, prarabdha karma continues. But the wise person doesn't say, I have prarabdha karma. Like that, they won't say, because there is no prarabdha karma for the Atma. There is no prarabdha karma for Atma. And so that is why the wise person is also called a Jivan Muktaha. Jivan Muktaha. Jivan, living. Muktaha, free. Free while living. Liberated while living. Again, only Sanatana Dharma. There is no other religion wants to entertain this idea of liberation while living. And so, Jivan Muktaha, and that person is referred to here in this loka as a Pandita. Pandita. Tam Panditam Ahuhu. Tam Ahuhu Panditam Buddhaha. Right? And we saw that also. Who calls this person as a Pandita? Only a person who knows what all this is about is a Pandita. Swami Paramarthananda ji says, suppose you want to, suppose they want to select the Nobel Prize winner for physics. They can't say, this Jaykumar ji is there, he talks good Vedanta, you please ask him to do. You can't say that. Okay, you may be good in one area, but this Nobel Prize in physics is in a different ball game altogether. And you got to be this that person, the committee that chooses the Nobel Prize winner themselves have to be as good as the Nobel Prize winner, correct? Otherwise, there's no chance. And you can't put a classical music singer and say, you go do this Nobel Prize job. You can't do that. Neither can the physicist come and you know, you know, make assessments on this our South Indian classical music, which is a different world altogether. And so, Buddha Panditam Tam Panditam Ahuhu. Wise person call such person as wise. Such a person who is a Jnana Agni Ragda Karma and who is a Kama Sankalpa Varjitaha, one who is free from binding Ragadveshas. Okay, we saw that last time. So therefore, a jnani can never be looked at by the karma actions the person does. Correct? Cannot be judged by that, by what actions the person does. Person is committed to values and things like that, no doubt about that. But that person's whole outlook is different. And so So you've got two types of jnanis now. Now you got a grihastha jnani. Grihastha jnani means what? A person who knows what is what, and the person is not a sannyas. Grihastha, let's say, person is married. Okay, he or a she. Then what? From the Shankara will say that person has to do all the mandated rituals mandated by the Vedas. So from getting up in the morning onwards, Agnihotradi, Sandhya Vandanam, everything has to be done. All Nitya Naimittika karmas have to be done. Why this fellow is big, is great, is a jnani and all that? No. Shastra says no. Even a jnani has to do all the mandated rituals. Why? Because that person is not a sannyas. If he wants to not do stuff, he has to take sannyas. She has to take sannyas. Otherwise, with the husband and wife together, they have to do this karma. Correct? So they have to do. And so that person does all the karmas, all the rituals, all the activities. So if you say, I don't know these things, then puja must be there. Lighting the lamp is there. All these are rituals, part of the rituals. And so everything has to be done. Okay. And then another reason we saw little earlier, karmanaivahi samsiddhim astita janakadayah. So Janaka was quoted by Krishna. Krishna is quoting Janaka. Why? Because Rama Avatara comes before Krishna Avatara, and so he can quote Janaka. And Loka Sangraham eva. Setting the right example for the people, for the benefit of the people also. That person does all the rituals, otherwise people will mistake. They will say what? Oh, he's put all this vibhuti just for show. Correct? This will come. It will come very quickly. This kind of talk will be there. And so even Bhagavan is afraid this will happen. So that will, they don't give room for that. Therefore, the Shastram is very clear. And that a grahastha, whether the person is a jnani, not a jnani, this, that, doesn't matter. You are supposed to do. That's it, period. It ends there. And of course, the person does not lose anything by doing it. And if the person can set an example, person will is happy to do it. But the kartritva buddhi is not there. I am doing this. I am going to get punyam by doing this. Correct? That idea is not there. Why? Because Atma is akarta. Atma is not a punyavan, not a papavan. Atma cannot gain any of these things. That clarity is there. Therefore, I am free and the actions emanate from me. Before what I was a karma yogi, and then did things for my own antakarana shuddhi. I want antakarana shuddhi, and therefore I will do what is to be done. Okay, before. Now it's not like that. And so that person is acting out. It's like acting in a drama. This jnani is spending more time talking about this wise person. There was a question in satsang also. So now it's like acting in a drama, and different people playing different roles. This person is doing his karma, leading his life like the actor is playing the role in a drama, in a skit, in a movie. Same idea here also. And the person does it well, has to do play the role well, and there is no, we no excuses can be given, and dharma has to be followed, etc. So like that, the wise person who is a grahastha, who is not a sannyasi, has to play all the roles well. What about a sannyasi who is a jnani? Sannyasi knows. Okay, then the our shastram, when it gives sannyasa to a person, the shastram takes away all the rituals back. Good. It has served your purpose for you. You don't need this anymore. So all the things are taken away. The sacred thread is taken away. All malas, gilas, everything taken away. All this kundalas, anything that is there, taken away. All this shika and all that taken away. No shika. Even you don't need shika also. You can be however you want. And some symbols are there. Okay, this particular cloths you wear, and ochre robe is worn, and that is our tradition. Beautiful tradition. So sannyasi, that person also is a wise person, like this other grahastha who is also wise, like Janaka and Ashwapati. And this person also is clear about what's what. And Atma is Akarta iti, clear. And that person, what he or she is going to do is anybody's guess. Person can just keep quiet doing nothing, Mauni Baba, or the person can teach, and teaching can be just whenever in spurts the person can teach, or Puja Swamiji says, or it can be taught in a very organized manner, like the way Puja Swamiji did. And so anything is possible, and even then that person doesn't know how it's going to evolve, doesn't know. And so that's how it is. and so And so Atma is the same. Atma is the same Akarta. Atma is same Purnaha. Atma is the same Sachidananda. But Jnanis can be of different types. And so it appears like these shlokas are talking about different types of Jnanis. So we will see that in the next shloka also. So with that, we can go back and look at the translation of this shloka. The one from whom Yasya, the one from whom all undertakings sarve samarambhaha, the one from whom all undertakings are free from binding desire, kama, are free from binding desire and will, kama sankalpa varjitaha, जिसका काम और संकल्प के वर्जित है. That is the Hindi way of saying it, I suppose. Okay, comma, whose actions are burnt by the fire of knowledge. Whose actions are burnt. You can even say whose karma phalam also is burnt. When actions are burnt, the results of actions are also burnt. Therefore, karma phala, the sanchita karma and agami karma and prarabdha karma, whose actions are burnt by the fire of knowledge. Jnana agni dagdha karmanam, comma, the sages call that person as wise. The sages call him, her as wise. Buddhaha, sages, Ahuhu, call him, call him, Panditam, as wise. The one for whom all undertakings are free from binding desire and will, comma, whose actions are burnt by the fire of knowledge, comma, the sages call him her as wise. So let's chant this verse number 20 now. Okay, anybody hasn't chanted in a while? Divya. Divya, go ahead and unmute yourself. Number 20. Unmute yourself. Tyaktva karma phala sangam
त्यक्त्वा कर्मफलासङ्गं
नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः
नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः
कर्मण्यभिप्रवृत्तोऽपि
कर्मण्यभिप्रवृत्तोऽपि
नैव किञ्चित् करोति सः
नैव किञ्चित् करोति सः
त्यक्त्वा कर्मफलासङ्गम्
त्यक्त्वा कर्मफलासङ्गं
नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः
नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः
कर्मण्यभिप्रवृत्तोऽपि
कर्मण्यभिप्रवृत्तोऽपि
नैव किञ्चित् करोति सः
नैव किञ्चित् करोति सः
So first line describes the jnani, the wise person. Second line describes what the person does or how the vision behind the person's actions. Okay, that's the style here in the next few shlokas. Sangaha, karma phala sangam. Sangha is a popular word, and Sangaha. Sangaha means some kind of a connection, attachment, often said, attachment. And asangam, asamantat sangam. Asangam means deep attachment, intense attachment, an attachment which is very important, which whose fulfillment, whose maintenance is so important. That is called asangam. Okay, and the results of the action, results of the desire have to be fulfilled. That is asangam. Attached to the attached to what? Karma phala asangam. Karma phala asangam. So an intense attachment, a deep attachment, a deep dependence on the results of what I do. What I do is important, and I must achieve what I want. Otherwise, otherwise I will be devastated. I will be frustrated. I will be angry. I will be depressed. That is called karma phala sangam. Okay. And here it says karma phala sangam tyaktva. Tyaktva. Having given up. Tyagaha. Tyaktva. Tyagam kritva. Having given up. And so it only says giving up the attachment to the results. That's what it says. It doesn't say give up all activities. It doesn't say give up all the karma. It doesn't say stop doing anything. No, very clear here. Karma phala sangam tyaktva only it says. So sannyasi may be walking and or driving, and then turn to the left. And then why? Why did you turn to the left, Swamiji? Well, because the post office is there, not here. Means there is an expectation. There is the clarity is there about what is to be done, and you have to know exactly what you want. Only then you can, whatever we do has to be meaningful, will be meaningful. And so for a wise person, for a sannyasi or not wise person, is it applies. And so we are talking about here that patru, palanin patru in Tamil, that's what they say, palanin patru. So I'm so dependent that things work out exactly my way. Okay, this is that exactly my way. That is karma phala sangam. Okay, and so that suppose 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 there is somebody who is contented. Next word, nitya triptaha. Nitya triptaha. Nitya means always. Triptaha means contented. Always contented. Can there be somebody who is always contented? Well, our Shastram says, yeah, it's possible. That's the whole thing we are studying here. And then the tripti, this word tripti is there. Tripti means tripti. Oh, I'm very happy. So I'm contented. I'm glad that this, you know, you got this. I'm glad this happened, that happened. And sometimes we want to achieve certain things so that others can approve me. I do certain things. A lot of times we do that, and this approval is always there. And but eventually, psychologists also will agree with me if I say that approval seeking from others is really seeking my own self approval. I am seeking approval from myself, and I can't approve myself. Therefore, I am looking for some people who can pat me on my back. Correct? That is how it works. That's how psychology here works on that. And but this guy is very different. Nitya Triptaha. There's no way this person is going to seek any approval from anybody. And even Vedas, he won't seek approval. Even God, he doesn't seek approval. Nitya Triptaha. Bhagavan also cannot come and shake this person. And so that is the kind of person here, Nitya Triptaha. And that person is also a Nirashraya. Nitya Triptaha we already saw earlier. Where did we see? Atmanyev Atmana Tushtaha Stita Prajnas Tadochyate. So we saw right there. Atmanyeva Atmana Tushtaha. And so same thing here, Nitya Triptaha. And then Nirashraya. Nirashraya. Ashraya. Ashraya means dependence. Ashraya, dependence. Somebody who is dependent on something is called Ashraya. And we are all dependent on so many things. To say that somebody is not dependent on anything is just crazy. Just it is a wrong idea. In fact, how can you say somebody is dependent on nothing? And air is there, food is there, water is required, everything is there. And so this Nirashraya word has to be properly understood. Then they say in the headline news, man lives 20 years without drinking even a drop of water. We see all in India, we find all these things. This Siddhas is just absolutely amazing. And then we connect that with this. Oh, so we all have to become like that. You cannot depend on anything for your life. No. Earlier Krishna had already said, and nahi kaschit kshanam api jatu tishtatya karma krit. So this body, Sharira Yatra Pichate, later on he's going to say, Sharira Yatra. For this body to survive, this you've got to do, you have to keep on feeding it. There's no chance, there's no stopping from that. And so we are not going to get caught up in this idea that these magical ideas of living without breathing, and the person stop breathing, and then all media is just following this person. No, these funny ideas comes from some wrong understanding of these words. Nirashraya. Wrong understanding. Some Westerner comes and translates it, and then we forget Sanskrit. We forget our languages. We'll pick up this translation. Beautiful. James Campbell. And then you look at his book, and then he writes all these things. And what choice do I have? Already I'm saluting these people, and then whatever they say is gospel. It has to be true. And ho gaya, finished. And we gave all this knowledge, and finally we are stuck with some funny notions. And so nirashraya, non-dependence, and a person who does not depend on anything. Why? Because of this knowledge that Atma doesn't depend on anything. It is swata siddhaha. Atma is pure existence, consciousness. Everything depends on Atma, but Atma does not depend on anything. Okay. Atma is Satyam. Mithya depends on Satyam. Satya does not depend on Mithya. That clarity is there. And even though my body is going to go away sometime, Atma cannot go away. I'm very crystal clear about that. And so that I am Nityaha. I am Sachidananda, Nitya Vastu. And so the clay is the Satyam of the pot. That clarity is there for this pot, and the pot can remain happy. Whether the pot is half broken, is cracked, or small or big, doesn't matter. Or a long neck or a short neck, it doesn't matter for the pot. Shouldn't matter for the pot. Why? Because pot knows I am the indestructible clay. I was clay, I am clay, I will be clay after the pot is gone. Or another example, the snake, rope snake example. Rope snake. Snake has its dependence on rope, but rope does not depend on the snake for its existence. Correct? And so, like that, the Jagat, the world is there. The world is all real, absolutely real, like the snake is real. But when I come to know slowly the realities, I recognize that the Jagat is Mithya. Jagan Mithya, Brahma Satyam. That clarity is there. And that Brahma, that existence, that Satta, that is who I am. That is who, that Atma I am. And therefore, that knowledge is so clear, then this person is clearly a Nirashraya, not dependent on anything. And in fact, I am the one who provides the Ashraya for everything. The entire world depends on me. Means what? Depends on Atma. Entire world depends on me. Therefore, I can say I was the creator of this world. So I am the sustainer of everything. I am the creator. I am the resolver, and I am everything. Everything that is there is only me. So that kind of statements you will see coming from this knowledge alone. And this is knowledge, not an attitude. A karma yogi has the attitude that everything is Brahma, everything is Ishvara, and therefore I do whatever I do as a yajna is all that. That's an attitude based on a pending vision of Ishvara, pending vision of Atma. Clarity is not yet there, therefore I am a karma yogi, and I do whatever is to be done, and with the proper attitude, right? Prasada buddhi and Ishwararpana buddhi, and so that I may gain the chitta shuddhi, and all that is attitude. Some knowledge is there, clarity is building, but it's attitude primarily. Therefore, attitude means what? Attitude is a way of looking at things, even though I am not crystal clear about it. Correct? What is attitude? Attitude is a way of looking at things. Even though I may not be able to give a lecture on that, I may not be clear on these things, but hey, Bhagavan kahan hai? Bhagavan kahan nahi hai? That is attitude. Attitude. Hey, come on. What kind of question are you asking? Where is God? And God is everywhere. Okay, this kind of question here they want to ask. And some people have to come and then ask, hey, your God is not there. You're lost, and you have to go up there. This is what they say. And so the attitude I'm talking about here, attitude means gaining knowledge. The process of gaining knowledge. I act as though I know what's what. That is called attitude. Correct? You act as though you're empowered. Swamiji used to say, fake it and make it. Fake it and make it. Correct? Stage fear. My God, how am I going to talk to all these 200 people there in the audience? And I'm supposed to give a talk only 10 minutes. Still, I'm afraid. Well, act as though you are empowered. The manager, the CEO has asked you to stand up and talk. What's your problem? There is something you must have. Yeah, I have something. I'm a great guy. Yeah, think like that and talk. Think as though people are willing to listen to you. Don't get carried away by too much, and then don't go on a like, story. They don't want to hear too many stories. So be careful, prepare, and then talk. It will be great. People will enjoy it. And so fake it and make it. So karma yogi also is faking it and making it somewhat, because clarity is building slowly. Antakarana shuddhi comes, and then of course after that it's a cakewalk. And so that is called yoga, karma yoga, etc. When we use those words, yoga is an attitude. It's a means to gain antakarana shuddhi, karma yoga. And so separating the yoga from jnanam. Yoga is separated from jnanam. Yoga can lead to antakarana shuddhi, and then which will lead to jnanam. And so that distinction, we will no, it will become clearer and clearer as we go. And that is why earlier in the third chapter, what did he say? First sentence spoken by Krishna, verse number 3, it has to be 3:3, answering Arjuna's questions. Lokesmin divida nishtha. Correct? Pura prokta maya nagha jnana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yogena. So it divides the whole people into two categories. Two categories. Hey, if you're still beginning this journey, then karma yoga is best for you. If you have already thought through all this and you want to say, yeah, this is it, then jnana yoga is what it is for you. And so separated the two like that. And so one is a yoga, one is a journey, one is a means, and the other is an end in itself. Knowledge is an end in itself. Okay. So this attitude versus knowledge, we will be clear as we go along this journey. And so now he says, okay, given that such a person, okay, tyaktva karma phala sangam nitya tripto nirashraya, this person, this wise person, jnani, who was described earlier as a kama sankalpa varjitaha, etc., one who is a jnanagni dagdha karma, description is continuing. And what about that person? Karmani abhipravrittaha api. There are three words there. Karmani, saptami, ekavachanam. Karmani abhipravrittaha api. Three words are there. Api, even though, despite abhipravrittaha, engaged in what? In karma, engaged in action. Even though engaged in actions, in other words, leading a very active life. Okay, that is the meaning. Even though engaged in active life, naiva kinchit karoti saha. Okay, naiva kinchit karoti saha. Kinchit karoti, doing a little. Na kinchit karoti, not even little. Not even little. Naiva, not even little. Na eva. Na leva little karoti. Naiva kinchit karoti saha. That person does not do anything. That is the vision here. Even though the person is leading an active life, he says, I am not doing anything. This is the magic. This is the Vedanta magic. And of course, again, go back to the same sloka, 320. So karmanaiva hi samsiddhim astita janakadaya. So good example to give. And Janaka ruled very well. So very popular example. That's the fact that Krishna is quoting tells us that this is a fact. That there was a place, India was like this, and then in the northeastern part of India, in somewhere in the north middle, Ayodhya was there, and then to the east of Ayodhya, further east, there was Mithila, and Janaka was the king of Mithila. All maps are there. We can look up the maps from those days, and it's all there. And Mithila, and he did a great job. And we have Sita, who is the daughter of this Janaka. Therefore, she is called Janaki. And because Janaka was ruling over Mithila, she is called Maithili. Look at all these words. And Maithili, we have words here in Tamil Nadu, etc. But North, I've seen Janaki to hai hi North mein. Lekin Maithili hai kya? Hai. Surendra ji is nodding his head. And Aniruddha ji also. Yeah. Art also, Maithili is there. Huh? Is it common? Not that common. Okay. Yeah. So, Maithili. So, Maithili, if somebody says, we don't have to say, kya naam hai ye? No, Arey, Maithili is our Sita, our Janki. So, we should say, wow, what a name it is. And so, Janaka ruled the kingdom very well. And he was a Grahastha, and he was known to be a Jnani. And so, that person, this sloka applies to that person. Karmani adhipravrittaha api, despite being active. And the role of a king is not ordinary. Look at the role of our prime minister, and this pandemic is raging. And you have to imagine a person who wants to do properly, a person who doesn't care, it doesn't matter. Okay, we've got many politicians. We say the same thing for them also. Naiva kinchit karoti saha. Okay, he doesn't do anything. This is what we tell about our politicians also. We say that our politicians, but yeah. So the elections just completed, and we've got some people who fall in this category. Naiva kinchit karoti saha, and in fact they do more harm than good. Some people like that have come. So we'll have to pray and we'll have to work hard so we can turn the tide. So that Janaka, despite doing the right thing, being the king of a vast kingdom, and Naiva Kinchit Karoti Saha, he doesn't do anything because Atma is Akarta. Hey, how about same example about this drama, this skit, and how actors play their roles. Every actor plays their role. Actresses play their roles. And no actor is better or worse than the other. Everybody has to play their role properly. Only then the movie, the drama will work out properly. Even if there is somebody who comes very often and they don't play the role properly, even though the person is not a hero, the movie will not click. So very important, everybody plays a role. And here is a thief. He plays the role of a thief, and he comes and hits another person in this drama, in this movie. And the person is not going to go backstage and say, I'm sorry I hit you. I'm very sorry. And I apologize. No, that argument is not going to happen. That discussion won't happen. And there is no need for this person to apologize because action was not really done. In fact, that person will say, you really kicked me quite well. I was so impressed by your kick. I never got hurt by that kick. I was afraid I was going to get hurt, but I never got hurt. You kicked really well. Correct? So that's what this is. That is the role of this jnani who karmani abhipravrittopi naiva kinchit karoti saha. And so the kartritva abhavaha. I am a karta. I am not a karta. I'm not a doer at all. And that vision is there. And so that is being said in the shloka. And so again here, the idea of action and knowledge contrasting. Knowledge is talked about in the first line, and action, how the person used that action is talked about in the second line. And These two are opposites. Karma and knowledge, always opposites. We talked about the Vedas, Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda. Two. Karma Kanda makes me do things, offers me a lot of things to accomplish my dharma, artha, and kama. I do this, I get this. If you do this, you get this. If you give up this, you get this. Give up everything you've earned. Then what? Then you will get so much punyam that next janma, Indra will be shivering. When Indra finds somebody who is giving up all their wealth they've earned, Indra becomes insecure. Why? Because next janma, this guy becomes a competitor for Indra. And so this is how life is going to be. That is Karma Kanda. Then Jnana Kanda, small little section in the Veda. Jnana Kanda. Atma Purnaha. Ishavasya Midam Sarvam. Yatkinchat Jagatyan Jagati. Yatkincha Jagatyan Jagati. So small Upanishads here and there. Okay. Vedanta. That is called Vedanta. So karma, huge, unending. It can become bigger and bigger. Vedanta, Jnana Kanda, small portion. Correct? Karma, action. Jnana Kanda, knowledge. Karma basis is karta, kartrutvam, doership. Jnanam, basis, akartrutvam, akarta. Correct? Karma basis, ignorance. Ignorance, ajnanam. Jnana Kandam, basis, jnanam, knowledge. Jnanam destroys ignorance. Jnanam destroys kartrutvam. This is how it is. They're two opposed to each other. I hope you are getting it slowly, all these things. Important ideas. And so everything fits nicely. Just because they're opposed doesn't mean they don't fit. They fit very well. They fit very well. Because I am a samsari. I am born with kartrutva buddhi. I have no choice. And nobody can say you're akarta, you don't do this, that, and all. Not possible. Karta, we have to mature. Maturity is so important. The karma yoga makes me mature. And that is why Swamiji says, why do you say, oh, Swamiji, I wasted my life. I'm already 85 years old. I wish I had listened to you so many years ago. No. In fact, everything is happening exactly as it should have happened. And 85 is who says is late. If you connect to it, over. Journey is over. 85. And then I got it. I got it. After that, whether I live for 10 years or 1 year, how does it matter? How does it matter? It doesn't matter. Swamiji periodically will tell that. It doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. Anyway, millions of births I've already gone. Okay. This I'm only focused on this life, my date of birth and everything, and then my life insurance, my children, my this thing. And then I say I've wasted my life. No. In fact, you did not waste your life. The fact that you have come here shows you have not wasted your life. Your life has been successful, fruitful. Otherwise, there's no chance of coming here and listening to about Atma and all. Not possible. Not possible. And so, that maturity has happened. So many years you spent. Somehow you came here. Means now the journey has started, and maturity. There is no shortcut to maturity. Antakarana Shuddhi has to be gained. All the I's have to be dotted and the T's have to be crossed. And so that's what Karma Yoga helps us, Dharma helps us. And Karma Yoga takes us further than Dharma. Dharma is Dharma. We know what Dharma is, but Karma Yoga is more than Dharma. Correct? And so that maturity is there. And and the fruit is not ripe. And then fruit is not ripe means what can you do? If you want to consume a unripened fruit, go ahead. An unripened banana can be pretty. It can catch your throat. It can choke you pretty much, right? If you take it a little early, so you can't. But you can't sit next to the banana and say, "Come on, ripe, become ripe." And that's what they do. Also, they put all kinds of gases and try to ripen these bananas. And she's very good at Parmeshwari is good at telling, oh, this is artificial. They put something. They've ripened it with some artificial chemicals. And so you don't do that. And lotus is a beautiful flower, big flower. Lotus bud is this big, okay, this big. And so sometimes when they sell lotuses and they offer the flower, it is supposed to blossom by itself. That's when the beauty is beautiful. The lotus, fully bloomed lotus. But then what they'll do, they will just open their petals like this. They'll do like this. Can you imagine making a, manually blossoming a flower? This is what it is. They do that for the lotus. And fortunately, the leaf doesn't fall off in this case, but in other cases, it won't work. And you can easily see that this was touched by the hand. And there is no shortcut. And that maturity process is happening. So we enjoy the journey that's happening. And so sometimes, of course, as parents, we are impatient with our children. They must be this, they must be that. Come on, do this, do that. And we may not give time for the child to mature properly. So a lot of times, this emotional problems the children have can be traced back to, a lot of time, not all the time, can be traced back to the childhood. And so we all need to be a bit careful and not become too impatient. This is letting go. We just have to let go and learn to let go. Time is it? Okay. Good. So we are talking about this shloka. So karmani abhipravrittaha api na eva kinchit karoti saha. And we will conclude this in the next class. Just a few more points to be noted. Taktva karma phala sangam nitya tripto nirashrayaha, describing a wise person. And the wise person is very much active. Karmani abhipravrittaha api naiva kinchit karoti saha. We'll continue this discussion. Om swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha gobrahmanebhyah shubhamastu nityam lokas samastas sukhino bhavantu kale varshatu parjanyah prithvi sasyashalini deshoyam shobharahitah brahmanas santu nirbhayaah. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah sarve santu niramayah sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritangamaya. Om purnamadah purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.